Mount Fuji, the beautiful volcanic peak. Mount Fuji is located on Honshu Island and is the highest mountain in Japan. Standing tall at a height of 3,776.24 meters. The mountain is an active volcano and the last eruption took place in 1707 to 1708. The mountain lies 100 kilometers southwest of Tokyo and it can be visibly seen on a clear day. The mountain is a defining landmark of Japan and its iconic symmetrical cone, which is snow-capped through most part of the year, is captured in many photographs on various items. The peak is one of Japan's 3 holy mountains, along with Mount Tate and Mount Haku. The peak is recognized more as a cultural than national heritage site. The mountain has been a source of inspiration for many artists and poets. For centuries, it has been a site of pilgrimage, and even today you will find many admirers thronging to Japan to get a glimpse of the snow-capped peaks of Mount Fuji.
Want to go on a trip? Friends are busy? Need a travel companion? Don't worry, now you can connect with travelers traveling to the same destination on Exceders.com. All you need to do is join your city club and publish your trip plan with travel dates and place you are planning to visit. That's it. Verified tourists, travelers, and backpackers looking for travel partners to the same destination will contact you.
Climbing Mount Fuji. Every year, many climbers, tourists, and locals come to scale the peaks of Mount Fuji. It is a rewarding experience to climb Mount Fuji when you have good companions who are enthusiastic, just as you are, to climb the peak. Official climbing season. The official climbing season in Mount Fuji is July and August. Also, during these months, the peak is free of snow and the weather is relatively mild, presenting a comfortable setting for undertaking your expedition. There are mountain huts which remain open during this season. It is highly advisable to climb the peak during the official climbing season. The crowd. There are many people who are interested in climbing Mount Fuji. It is very popular not only among the locals but also foreign tourists who make up more than a third of all hikers and climbers. There are many people who come here especially during the school vacation season, somewhere around July 20th to the end of August. The highest point during the peak season is the Obon week, and it is not surprising to find a queue of climbers waiting to climb the peak. It is an experience in itself to take part in the Obon week and meet lots of like-minded people and learn about the local culture and get valuable inside stories. If you would like to avoid the crowd, then it is advisable to climb the peak during weekdays when the crowd is relatively thin. Off-season. You will find that some of the mountain huts start opening a few days before the start of the official climbing season and continue to remain open until around mid-September. Also, the public transportation is relatively less frequent and almost non-existent outside of the official climbing season. Even though the peak sees no snowfall between the months of late June to October, its temperatures remain below zero. Therefore, it is always advisable to carry proper clothing to tackle the cold weather. The trails towards Mount Fuji. Mount Fuji is divided into 10 stations. The first station is located at the foot of the mountain and the 10th station is the summit. You will find paved roads as far as the 5th station, but after that, it will cease. How to climb Mount Fuji? You will not face much problems trying to scale the peak. However, at some points you may come across steep and rocky terrains, and when the winds start to blow strongly, the hike becomes a bit more challenging. The main challenge of the climb, however, is the increasing altitude and the difficulty in maintaining your breath as the air slowly starts to thin. Timing for ascending Mount Fuji. Most of the climbers plan their ascent in a manner in which they are able to catch the sunrise from the summit. Also, during the morning hours, the sky is much clearer. The best way to do this is to climb a mountain hut around the 7th or 8th station on the first day and spend some sleep here for a few hours, and then continue your climb to the summit early on the second day. You can also make the climb in another way by starting your climb in the late evening from the 5th station and hike through the night until you reach the summit at sunrise. However, it is not advisable to ascend and descend the mountain on the same day. Another thing to keep in mind is that the mountain provides little shelter for climbers, which leaves them exposed to the sun.